Hey everyone, it's Bob Perkins with the aa-isp bringing you a special episode of Inside Sales Studio, an interview, and I'm so happy to be here with a couple of individuals that I guess you're halfway around the world in Australia. Is that halfway around the world?
We are
pretty much
all the other side of the world. Yep, in Australia.
Well, it's great. It's great to have Bora, Kender, and also Kristina Tyler with SalesPond with us. Welcome to the Inside Sales Studio.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for having us, Bob.
Bora is the CEO and founder of SalesPond, and Kristina, you're responsible for training and development there. And you know, SalesPond is really one of the best sales development firms that you can outsource to. In fact, I think, Bora, we were talking earlier, and you're framing yourselves as the world best SDR for hire. Is that how you would explain it?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's how we're actually, that's the tagline we're trying at the moment. So hope you like it.
I like it. I really like it. It's bold and it's powerful. And but SalesPond has been a big supporter of the association for many years. I know even internally among your own sales staff, you use some of the aa-isp accreditations. In fact, we're actually working with SalesPond to do a corporate accreditation, but more about that later. Today, we're going to talk about a little bit about a state of inside sales in Australia, but more importantly about an opportunity that individuals, perhaps even from the U.S., opportunity they have to go and work for a period of time at SalesPond to learn about sales development, maybe a recent college hire, maybe somebody that's been working for a year or two, and we'll get into that in just a minute. And I know, Kristina, you were actually one of those individuals that you were originally from the U.S., correct?
Well, I'm originally from Canada.
Canada,
yeah.
Yes.
But I did get sponsored to come over all the way from Warsaw to work and live in Sydney.
Well, I'm going to talk to you more about that in a bit. But Bora, just talk a little bit about the state of inside digital sales in Australia, your part of the world.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that intro, Bob. And as you mentioned, we've had a good collaboration with the aa-isp for a long time. I must honestly say that our business wouldn't be where it was if it weren't for our involvement with the aa-isp. And so our team is 100+ strong now in the region.
Wow.
And so we look after Asia Pacific region as a business predominantly. And what makes Australia quite interesting is that Sydney and Australia has become the regional headquarters for a lot of big global technology companies and other firms for their inside sales team. So they've actually selected Australia as a hub for their sales development inside sales team. So it's a great environment to find great opportunities.
That's fantastic. Now let's get right into it. So you had, a couple months ago, you told me about this unique opportunity that individuals outside of Australia, in particular US, where we're located, have an opportunity to come and work at SalesPond. Kind of paint the picture of what that looks like.
Yeah, so look, I mean, we're fortunate to have a bunch of US clients. We do a lot of work with the US companies out in this region, and I spend most mornings talking to folks in the US. But the opportunity that we have available is that not only best practice inside sales methodology that we really follow closely, that you guys are really big fans of, but the fact that there's so many great companies in this country to work with. So we have an opportunity to allow people to come and maybe spend a year, 6 months to a year, people who'd like to keep working and maybe do some travel, and have an opportunity to see a new country, but keep their profession still moving along and not just, and earning some income. So we've come up with a bit of a program to allow people to come to Australia, whether it's from anywhere from a few months to, a year or two.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. You have me interested. I've never been to Australia, but I have the images of a lot of sun, a lot of beaches, and some good times. So I'm
Yeah.
sure especially a lot of younger people would be interested in that as well. Now, Kristina, you actually got sponsored and wasn't sure how long you'd be in Australia. Kind of walk us through your own experience with that.
So I actually came over to visit Australia last year in November for my friend's birthday, and she's working at SalesPond. She's been there for, I think, 3 or 4 years. And when I met up with her for her birthday, Bora was there, being her boss as well. So he came to her birthday party. We met up. We started having a discussion and decided it'd be fun to collaborate. So he offered me a sponsorship to come over I was in Europe at the time, to do the training and development program and work on that with SalesPond.
That's great. And sorry, go ahead.
So he's just been like very collaborative, very transparent in how we can move forward and what they can do for me. And it was a very, very easy, smooth transition for me to come over all the way from Europe and move my life to a different country. And it's been a great experience so far. I love the weather.
And a lot of good sun and beaches and all that.
Absolutely.
And training and development, that's a huge challenge in the U.S. Just tell us a little bit about some of the things you're working on for training for your team.
So the things that we're working on, I did get inspired a lot by your program because I've been going through the CISP program myself as well. And a lot of the best practices and inspiration came from there. But what we focus on here is because I think Australia is about 3 years behind in terms of the best practices and how we do things in inside sales. So I've been focusing a lot on communication styles, self-awareness, using different things like spin and fab selling methodologies, trying to get them to understand that there's a lot of different ways to approach a call and personalize it to make it a very high quality lead generation.
That's great. We the association applauds you for really embracing a lot of the different training that's available, the resources of the association that's available. That's fantastic. And that trickles down to the sales reps and creates a great culture. We've heard a lot of good things about the culture there. So we applaud you for that. Now, for those people watching this video, and I'll tell you, we're going to get it out to some of the college professors that we know who are graduating people out of sales programs, such as UT Dallas and UT Houston, Northern Illinois University, just to name a few. What if I'm a recent grad or upcoming grad and I'm viewing this video, how would they best reach out or contact you to talk a little more detail about the program?
So what we would like people to do if they wanted to get in touch with us, if they're interested, we've actually put together an email. I'll put that up. I don't know if you can see it, but it's take me to Australia at salespond.com. So you can send a motivational letter and your CV, and we'll take it from there. Any questions that you would have, we'd be happy to answer, of course.
I will make sure that we put that up on the screen as well, share it with the viewers here. Reach out to SalesPond. You may be a chosen one that gets to go to Australia. I think this is fantastic. Any other details about the program? If I've never been to Australia and I go there, where do I end up living? I mean, tell us a little bit about the process.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be a lot of help. We've got, SalesPond has allowed and sponsored a bunch of people to do the same thing that we're offering to the US from other countries as well. Sure. So we've got a bit of a program to make sure we don't leave you. There's a lot of nice people at the company as well that will make sure that we help you with things like accommodation and where to eat and where to go out and some friends and where to have some fun.
All right, I love it. It's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic what you're doing by really opening up your doors for diversity, for different people from different backgrounds, different countries, and that must be amazing to see the mix of individuals you have there. So,
yeah, it's awesome.
Any final comments from either of you before we sign off?
Look, we're big fans of the aa-isp and would like to continue our collaboration and appreciate that you pushed this out to your network as well. We'll definitely also look forward to sharing the success stories.
That's great. We hope to see you at maybe next year's Leadership Summit in April in Chicago. I think
we'll be there. We'll be there 100%.
All right. Well, we'll hear some of your stories then. Well, thanks so much. Thanks everyone for watching this, and thanks to Bora and Kristina at SalesPond. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.